sure what kind of wood this is.
I'm gonna get those pine needles raked up so they're not a fire hazard.
That'll all break down by next year.
It's pretty close to $10 on the value on this. I wish it was a little more. Back at Little Beaver Creek. We'll look around behind me here. Thanks for stopping by. Today I got a few different projects I gotta take care of around the house. I gotta get this mess behind me cleaned up and some of it split and covered up with plastic so it stays dry. I want to try to split up a log or two of this harder wood, but I got to cut this one in half. Alright, I'm leaving this uncovered to get some air to it till later on in the evening, and I'll cover it up with plastic. Next project I got a pine tree in the back and it's leaving the needles all over. Get those pine needles raked up so they're not a fire hazard. Alright, you can see in this area here, the pine needles are just all over the place. I gotta get those raked up because possible fire hazard with the wood stove. Alright guys, I got that cleaned up as good as I can get it. Get over a foot of pine needles in there. We'll let the birds do their job in the morning and the night after I lock them up. That'll all break down by next year. Next project I got going, I got some armatures that burn off. I gotta get the copper cleaned up out of them. Once they get burned off enough, you just break the wire right off like this. Yeah, this is how they should fall apart. They fall right off of there, and you don't waste a lot of time. We spent about an hour messing around with this. Let's get it on the scale and see what it weighs up. Close to 3.5 pounds. About 9 pounds of steel if you minus the bucket. It was pretty close to $10 on the value on this. I wish it was a little more, but you can only do what you can do. Now I got a few other things that I got to get done today, so we're going to move on to the next project. I'm going to head out to the homestead. I'm going to see if I can find some felled trees out there, this oak or hardwood. Back at Little Beaver Creek. We'll look around behind me. There's a couple of trees that are down. I'm going to cut a chunk off them and see if they're oak. Well, I don't think this one is oak. Got one back over here. It ain't oak either. This one seems like it's a hardwood, but I don't know if it's oak or not. I don't think so. I'm gonna go ahead and rip one of these pieces up and bring it back to the house. It's a possibility it could be oak. I'm gonna bring it back to the house and split it up and take a better look at it. Looks like it might be a little deeper in the spot I was in yesterday. I just don't think the water's deep enough. Oh, I'm in a tree already. A lot of branches in there. Pretty swift. If we do catch one, it's going to be rough getting up that bank without it falling off the hook. But this is about the deepest spot out here. It's probably only 2 feet. Got a nice open spot here. Doesn't look very deep though, so I don't think it's too promising, but we'll give it a shot. There's a lot of dead trees in the water. That's why it's so shallow. It's all pushing all the sand up from the bottom. It's open down there, but you can see the bottom of the creek. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, we're going to wrap it up. I gotta get out of this woods before it's completely dark. I think the water's just too low. Earlier this year when I was out here and the water was low, I wasn't doing any good either. So we ain't coming back out here until it rains again to fish. We'll come out here and try to scope out some more trees that are down, but other than that, I don't think I'm going to try my hand at fishing until the water goes up a little bit. I'm going to split this piece up and see if it's hardwood or not.